It's the ones we don't like. We make them do it all.
So you ain't like your husband?
I ain't gonna embarrass my husband even more on the internet, but he was a simp and I seen the opportunity and I took it.
You remember the saying, when someone shows you who they are, believe them? Well, it's all around you. We've done shows titled, If You Want the Girl, Show Her Less Respect. Chivalry is not dead. Dead if you attempt to play the chivalry card. Women don't know that. That's why a large percent of our children are created by the lower functioning African American men. You know, the ones who sag their pants, the ones who will, would you say, those are the ones who get the action. Because there's a shortage of masculinity taking place today due to all of the children that these women have had at wedlock. And one thing that mimics masculinity is dysfunction. And we have an overwhelming supply of that. A man who will check a woman right away. A man who has a do and don't policy. What you are and aren't allowed to do. Those of you who still think that you can pop up with roses. I didn't mean to laugh. Those of you who still think that you can say romantic things. I was just thinking about you. You know you're on my mind often. That woman is blowing somebody who's more assertive and cooler than you and coming back and kissing you. If you really want to score with the woman, show her less respect. Don't disrespect, but show her less respect. Stop catering to these women's every move. If you overdose her on you, when will she get time to miss you and to show you?
Whatever his name. Open. Open. What about it? What about it? Tell him. You tell him. What about it? You can talk to him. What about it? Yeah, hold on. I'm about to tell y'all the story. Hold on. Tell him. And put my shoes on. He can try to whip my ass after this one. Hold on. Let me put my shoe on. Shit, no, you love the sneaky beans. Let me clear the story because he told a lie from the beginning. Start with the squeeze situation. That was a lie. Let me get there. You ain't got to talk to me. They said let me get on live. So yeah, he told a lie. Start with the squeeze situation. He tried to squeeze bitch, and yes I did get about squeeze to tell him that your Mark tried your big.
All right, Shalom. I'd like to start off by first giving all praises and all blessings to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Raha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect, pushing this word in all truth and in sincerity, risking life and livelihood in so doing. Shalom to the women and children who watch and who learn from these videos as well. All right. And man, look, I had to do it again. All right. I had to make another video. All right. on the black woman. All right. Because maybe it's the algorithm. All right, maybe once you may see a video and you like it, you like what they're saying, you watch it, but then you get more and more videos like that. So I guess that's just the algorithm, how that works. because normally I don't see these kind of videos in my feed, but I'm getting a lot of different these type of videos in my feed, and it's becoming interesting because these women are these so-called black women, the Southern Kingdom women. They're revealing some shit, man. They're saying some shit, and like that individual said from the first video. Okay, man, if you follow, you that chivalry shit is dead, man. All right, these women, they want an excuse. Okay, like this woman now. See, they're playing these games with these simps, man, and we warning you, brothers, and that's the spirit, because it's a lot of men, okay, a lot of brothers, and I see a lot of brothers work out, okay, and we're still in this flesh, man. A lot of brothers are working out, and dealing with this truth. It can put you in a different mindset. All right, we're not in the kingdom yet, man. Okay, these women have become heartless. Okay, and that's part of the reason of this video. So real quick, because I don't have too much time, I'm going to start off with this scripture. This is 1 Timothy. I'm going to jump down to 5 and 11. All right, hit the NLT. All right, 5 and 11. 1 Timothy 5 and 11 says the younger widows should not be on the list, because their physical desires will overpower their devotion to the Mashiach, and they will want to remarry. Okay, so this is basically going into the conduct of how the woman should be. All right, if she's a widow, all right, she's used to getting some action. Okay, she's going to want some action, so she's going to, and this is just the woman. She's going to abandon, all right, her search, and this is why women are not built to lead in this truth, okay, because they will abandon. They're going to abandon the mission, all right, for their their natural or emotional tendencies, all right. I'll put it like that. And you get men who do it as well. Verse 12 says, then they would be guilty of breaking their previous pledge. All right. Verse 13 says, and if they are on the list, they will learn to be lazy. All right. And okay, and that's what a lot of these women here in Babylon the Great, they have become lazy. The government is, has given them assistance. All right, has given them a lot of goodies. Okay, at the same time, you have, that's why you can't have black unity in the community. And I'm talking about all the tribes. Don't, I'm talking about all the tribes, man. All right. You can't have that unity in the community because you will have one group of men saying that the women are terrible, and you have another group of men who are saying that they don't see anything wrong, that anything that the women are doing is wrong. All right. So real quick,
it ain't what that man call you, it's how he describes you as a woman to his friends. You understand me? Listen, real careful, because I don't even do girlfriends no more. I'm gonna date the fuck out you, then I'm gonna marry the fuck out you. Simple as that. My mama ain't even gonna meet you. You gonna already be my wife. Baby, who is this? When you get married? 3 days ago. I ain't even meet her. You ain't married no. I am. Ladies, let me explain something to you real quick. It ain't what that man.
You see? So you have, you have Jake that's like no way, and then you have Jake, who who are who are part of the poison pool. All right. They're pretty much not catering, but they see nothing wrong with the way that the Southern Kingdom, well, the Israelite women as a whole are behaving. They see nothing wrong with that. So he's saying that he's ultimately saying that he's going to trick on these women, simp, okay? And that's his stance, man. Okay? So that's it's a division even there, okay? But see, ultimately these women are the root of the situation. And as you saw in the second video that I showed, the Jake unalived his woman, okay? Because she was playing him as a simp, and no doubt, okay, he was one of those down south, from the south, all right? And he looked like he was cornbread fed, okay? Like this guy, he looked like cornbread fed, okay? Jake. And when they get with these women, like fuck a PlayStation 4, these women is full of games, man. Okay? And these Jakes, you come home and or you're walking down the street and you see your wife's head bobbing, okay, and somebody in the car, okay, her head is bobbing in someone's lap, all right, and then you are upset, and the first thing you do is you take out your frustration on the man, okay? You approach the man, and this happens over and over and over again, except in the case of this second video, okay? He unalived her, then he unalived himself, okay? Because ultimately she made him look terrible in the eyes of his people, his community on live. And see, and that's what she does, man. So, and this is the reason. We're going into the reason, all right? And it says, and if they are on the list, they will learn to be lazy and will spend their time gossiping from house to house. And that's the way that these women are, man. Okay? They're lazy. All they do is get on the phone. They jump on the, Esau's giving them a cell phone, free Wi-Fi. They're house to house. No one wants them around. So they house to house, man. I've dealt with many women, those at one point in time, those were the women that I was looking for, because, they didn't expect to settle in one place, okay? So, you ain't got to worry about getting them away from you, man. But now you have this simp, Jake, okay? This smooth face, okay? You know, telling them, I'm going to marry you. So now he's put value shit on a used basketball, okay? Then, you know, you got the basketball, you got the peel, you got the basketball with no leather on it. All right, no more suede on it. It's just, you know, crackling, and he's going to marry that, and you know, he's going to wife that up, spend some money on it. It says, so I advise, wait, it says, and if, verse 13, and if they are on the list, they will learn to be lazy and will spend their time gossiping from house to house, meddling in other people's business and talking about things they shouldn't. So they're talking about all type of things, okay? Oh, he can't do it right, you know. He ate my ass, you know, just crazy shit, you know. And women are hearing it, and you know, they're basing opinions because they, at the end of the day, they are idle. Jake is running around killing people because he's seeing this idleness of the woman, and he's mimicking the idleness that the woman has. You see? She's idle. No fucking business. That's why they don't want to do nothing. They want you to do it all. So and as the curse in Deuteronomy 28, 56 said, man. Okay, if you're doing it all, if you're 100% man, her eye is going to be evil at you, man. She's going to seek to destroy what you build, and that's a curse. There's nothing you could do about that. You had this one, you know, dude that got on here. He used to talk about the women, and now he's totally against them because his woman has come against him. Okay, but this guy, okay, the women are going to be in his inbox, catering to his foolishness and madness, feeding for him to make more videos supporting him, and he knows this, okay, and that's how he lives, man. You see, and you see the woman at the bottom, she's sipping her tea, okay, because they're idle. They have time to be on social media, even when they're at work. You know, I work for a company that has a 0% tolerance on people on the phone. Who gets caught on the phone the most? The black woman, and she's, you know, the union spends most of his time coming in trying to get the woman back her fucking job for being on her fucking phone, knowing that she's not supposed to. They come up with every reason to, you know, just being a nigga woman, all right? So what if we gotta use the phone to get no, nigga, you got caught, and you know, somebody was constantly getting caught on the phone, idle. They're not taking care of business. They're not learning how to cook or how to sew or how to do anything productive, what stocks to invest, anything that would make you a greater man. They are not interested in, and that's the Southern Kingdom women. And the Northern Kingdom women, they do that for their men for the most part, a lot of them, okay, but not the Southern Kingdom woman. And if she's doing it, then she's, you know, putting a little in a baggie, a little in the purse, okay, you know what I mean. Where was I? Okay, it says So they, talking about things that they shouldn't. Verse 14, so I advise these younger widows, okay, to marry again, have children, and take care of their own homes. Now, don't even get it twisted, because you got a lot of women who don't have children, okay, and they're getting popped left and right. The Lord has made them barren. Okay, they're barren. They can't have children. All right, not at this moment. Okay, because they're not, hey, some, who knows? They haven't went to the Lord, man. Okay, they haven't got right, and so you said, look, man, these bitches so out of control. Listen, man, they gotta have something to do. Look, have babies, man. Marry, you gotta get you a man, okay, so he can, put your ass to work with the children, watching children in the household. Okay? Get the fuck from around these other women, man. And see, these women, they walk around in packs. Okay? Every time you see the Southern Kingdom women, it's like a group of 5 or 8 or 10 of them. They're freaking off on each other, man. When they dance, they gotta touch on, let you come touching. It's a problem. You see? That's why it's going to be 7 women to 1 man, because this motherfucking black woman is a fucking monster, man. Okay? And the men that she has created. Okay, you got men who are standing up like, enough is enough. Okay? This ain't even cute. Now, if you was doing something trying to be cute, put your woman to work, then go get her. Okay, but now this motherfucking woman, she's on some other shit. Okay? People are losing their lives. All right? And she doesn't care. She's right along with it. You just saw the YouTuber out in Vegas. Okay? Her husband just got shot and she was still popping shit. Blah, blah, what you doing? And then he turned around and, dusted her off, man. And a lot of you, man, this is a warning to you brothers, man. This is a warning, okay? Jake is out here, man. They got these, I'm seeing Jake every day in my job, man. Jake, they walking around, okay? They got these 50-round drums, okay? And they got a switch connected to it, man. They got a switch, and you pop up in there, man, and you come in there, and you thinking that you finna harm one of these Jakes because you've been in the gym all day. Man, they're gonna let that switch out on you, man. They're gonna put it on you like your grandmama used to do. Okay? You coming to the defense, and we warned you, man. We are warning you. So I advise these younger widows to marry again, have children, and take care of their own homes. Then the enemy will not be able to say anything against them. Who's the enemy? Esau, the so-called white man, woman, and child. What are they doing? They're talking about the black woman, the Hispanic woman, the Native American woman, and the condition that they're raising their children, and their children are the products of them. And they talk, and the nigga woman running around talking about you mad. Okay? No, bitch, you gonna be mad. Okay? Verse 15, for I am afraid that some of them have already gone astray and now follow Satan. Okay? And that's what we have now. These women, they follow Satan. Okay? Don't be fooled. And Satan's going to take you out, and that just means that, you know, you're not a man of the Lord. You're not of the elect. You're not of the elect, man. Okay? Things are heating up. It's going to get grimy. It's going to get messy, man. Okay? Now, you know, we don't want this to happen, but it is a huge possibility that it's going to happen, man. It's going to happen. And if it does, so be it. Okay? So be it. Let her ass go. Okay? Let her go. All right? So anyway, like I said, it's going to be a quick lesson. I got to get ready to get up out of here. Lord willing, you were edified. I got a lot more out, man. I could go on and on with this topic, with this subject. I don't even know what the title is going to be. But man, I just saw that one video and boom, you know, just compiled a bunch of videos, and the Spirit took me out, you know, the rest of the way through the Spirit of Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai. So with that